Now I'm going to show you the most basic of loops using a simple variable. We're just going to use the letter x to be our variable to take in all the different numerals that we're going to assign it. So let's get ready to rumble here. Let's add a new module. We're going to call it sub my first loop. Something short and sweet, right? So first we're going to teach you about the for next loop, okay? So we're going to say for x equals 1 to 10. For x is 1 to 10. Now let's go ahead and do our due diligence, and let's put next x. So now we have our loop, and what it's going to do, okay? First, the letter x, our variable, is going to equal the number 1. Then it's going to do all this stuff in here. Then, as soon as it hits the next x and goes right back to here, and then when we get here, x is now going to be 2, and it's going to go, and then it's going to be 3, and then it's going to stop whenever it gets to 10, and it gets to this point and it's done, and it's going to move on past the whole for next loop. So let's show what that's like right now. Let's just say, let's use the cells object, okay? And we'll use x to be the row that we're using. I do that all the time. This is going to be a big deal, okay? So cells x as the row and column 1. So that equals, how about that equals whatever x is? Let's just keep it simple. So this may blow your mind right now, but let's just hit F8 and see what happens. So for x equals 1 to 10, let's take it slow. X is now equal to 1, so let's look at this logically. We're using the cells object, right? So this is what row that we're on, right? And if I hover over it, you see x equals 1. So right now we're talking about row 1, column 1. So A1, and next time it'll be A2 because x is going to be 2. And it equals x. So it equals 1. So A1 is going to equal number 1. Let's hit F8. Boom. Now, next x. So now we're on the next x. So you see everywhere I hover over x, it's now 2. So that means it's going to be A2 is going to equal 2. So let's see that. Boom. A2 is equal to 2. A3 is equal to 3. A4 is equal to 4, and so on until I get to 10. So now x is 10, and whenever I get here and hit F8, it moves on past the loop because we're done with all this loop here because we only told it to stop at 10. And that's the macro. So just like that, we have 1 to 10. Now, let's do that one more time. Just hit F5. Boom. 1 through 10, just like that. So in our next video, we're going to show you a little bit more about the loops.